My own type of laser zone, and in this zone there be no iPhones. Just alone on that seat. It's time to get some other famous rapper to do you a feat. I mean fiat, like a currency, just invented on top of that head. Currencying it on the value and just bluing that on the gold. Then trying to get it sold. Like, what do you mean? Like the currency, you want to get that sold? Exactly. Exactly. There are these proteins, and when they fold in the wrong manner, create cancer, disease. It's kind of like having a tall guy, 2 meters, and splitting him like this. I mean, he does some yoga movements, going there, type of game, and he takes up much less space, but it creates a strain in the protein, in the microorganism, but also in the macroorganism. The strain wants to unleash itself, wants to spring out like this. This is what it wants to do. And this is healing. You know, when flowers kind of open, you know, some girl just being sad all the time. Then the sun comes out, she's like, that's healing. And that's what we want. We don't want this. It's called constriction, and it happens on the protein level when they fold. And especially when you fold it too many times and you get these wrinkles on it. You try to fold it like again into the A4 paper, and some Japanese master says that it's a travesty to even call that origami. That's the secret behind the cancer epidemic. It's very simple, but at the same time complex, you know. So the problem with this is, of course, that there's a lot of this stuff inside of your body. There's so much of it that it has to kind of go into these weird postures. And at some point it wants to fucking explode, you know, just open like this. I'm here. It wants attention for itself. But the problem with this is that it takes over because it has been like hammered down there so long. It's kind of like oppression in the society, like in the macrocosm. Oppressing the individual for the group. That's a kind of a cancerous stuff that happens. That also happens in the human body itself. So think of yourself as this fucked up origami. That's what society does to you. You're a fucked up origami. You have to unfold and unravel yourself. You know, or kind of like cats when they find wool, what's that called? And they start to unravel that. It just goes everywhere. Or when you have a lot of cords and they're just messed up, you know, dust everywhere, just cords on the floors and this type of stuff. That's your state. And we have to just open it up and just widespread that and find the fine lines for all of these. Like imagine your fingers being like this all the time. It would be a pretty freaking strenuous thing. There's a reason why they go like this, you know. And people mirror that everywhere, you know. They create highways, you know. Don't you see that? Like how that's made, you know. Designating this here and this goes here. This is the absolute truth about the disease in the body. And it's sacred knowledge, very underground. Because it's no longer about any specific thing. It's about just like paper, trying to divide it too many times. All of a sudden, you have a trash can filled with these crumbed up papers there. You understand that those take actually a lot more space there than just sheets of paper. You already forgot where I started, but this might apply to you. They take a lot more space than those sheets of paper if you just leave those sheets there. You know, they go very nice and neat. Think about this. The next time you choose to lay your ass on that seat. Now raising up the hype and the heat, it's Miami Heat. Throwing the ball on that, this guy, tall as the one I exampled or sampled on his level type of fat. Zero mean. So go ahead and follow True Detective.